What if one player could single-handedly turn a season around? That's the story of Trevor Rogers and the Baltimore Orioles, a team caught between hope and frustration. Last night, Rogers delivered yet another masterclass performance, leading the Orioles to an 11-1 rout of the Giants and snapping a losing streak that had left fans scratching their heads. While it's tempting to say, this is the breakthrough moment, the truth is more complicated. Sure, Rogers is electric, but the rest of the roster still feels like a work in progress. Want to know why this win matters more than it seems? Let's break it down. And yes, there's a twist coming. This is the part most people miss. Elusive potential, but at what cost? The Orioles' 61st win of 2025 isn't just a number. It's a lifeline. With 2 more victories, they'll avoid the dreaded 100-loss threshold. A line that feels more like a badge of shame than a milestone. But here's the rub. This isn't about pride. It's about survival. Teams that hit 100-plus losses often take the draft lottery. And while the Orioles' rebuild is already in motion, fans are asking, is avoiding disaster enough? The answer depends on who you ask. Some argue every win builds momentum for next year. Others say it's a distraction from deeper problems. Where do you stand? Rogers, of course, is the exception. His performance last night was vintage. Sharp breaking balls, pinpoint control, and a demeanor that screams ace. But what happens when he's not on the mound? The rest of the rotation needs to step up. And the offense? Well, let's just say the bats haven't been consistent. Gunnar Henderson and Dylan Beavers shined with multiple hits, and Samuel Basallo launched his first MLB homer. Even Jeremiah Jackson, a relative unknown 6 weeks ago, deserves props. Yet these flashes feel like outliers. The question isn't whether the Orioles can win. It's whether they can sustain this kind of performance. The following year, boom, the Orioles have a full-scale rebuild, starting with a revamped bullpen and a rotation that stops crumbling under pressure. But here's where it gets controversial. Should they chase a magic veteran, a grizzled slugger who somehow unlocks the team's potential? It sounds like fantasy, but baseball is full of inexplicable chemistry stories. Critics argue this is just another way to avoid developing homegrown talent. What do you think? Is there such a thing as a clutch free agent, or is it all just luck? Meanwhile, Kyle Bradish's recovery from Tommy John surgery adds a subplot. If he can stay healthy, he could be a key piece for 2026. But for now, the focus remains on today's game. A veteran versus veteran showdown between Tomoyuki Sugano and Justin Verlander. The Orioles lost Friday's opener badly, but they still have a chance to walk away with a series win. Can they capitalize? Or will this become another case of 1 step forward, 2 back? Hidden gems and random rants. You might have missed these intriguing tidbits. Samuel Basallo's contract extension, the Baltimore Banner. The rookie slugger became the first Oriole under Mike Elias to sign a big money deal. Was it a bold move or a gamble? Trevor Rogers, no fluke. Baltimore Sun. Hitters who faced him insist he's legit. But what if next year's schedule exposes flaws? Cal Ripken Jr.'s legacy. Orioles.com. His son, Ryan, reflects on the 30th anniversary of his father's historic 2,131-game streak. Can modern players ever match that dedication? Dugout Candy Wars. Fangraphs. The Orioles claim to have the largest high-chew bucket in MLB. Is this just a fun fact or a secret morale booster? Birthdays, anniversaries, and a dash of nostalgia. Today marks the 2007 trade of Steve Traxel to the Cubs, a move forgotten except for the name Rocky Cherry. Meanwhile, several ex-Orioles share your birthday. Steve Johnson, Armando Gabino, and even Hall of Famer Frank Robinson. And if you're celebrating today, Kudos to Maria Montessori, Itzhak Perlman, and Chris Tucker for sharing your special day. Henry V of England died of dysentery. Yes, in France. His infant son became Henry VI. 1895. Count Zeppelin patented his airship. 1997. Princess Diana tragically passed away in Paris. As we wrap up Birdland on August 31st, one thing's clear. The Orioles are a team at a crossroads. Will they build toward the future or cling to fleeting wins? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's debate whether this rebuild is genius or a recipe for disaster. Go O's and have a safe Sunday. 12 comments waiting for your voice.